Hello! Welcome to a brand new episode of KOS Property channel. I'm Kennath.
I'm Odelia.
And I'm Sheila.
Are you wondering when is the best time to sell an executive condo?
Is it upon the MOP, which is at the 5-year mark?
Or at 10-year mark when the EC becomes fully privatized? Stay tuned to find out more.
EC is a hybrid of private and public housing, catered to the middle-income Singaporeans who wish to upgrade from their HDB units, or higher middle-income group who don't qualify for BTO due to the 14K income ceiling, but yet find the private condos expensive for them. CPF Housing Grant is available for first-timers who purchase new executive condominium depending on the combined household income. The loan for new ECs follow HDB rules where the loan quantum is based on MSR, in addition to TDSR, so your mortgage servicing ratio will be kept at 30% of a borrower's gross monthly income. Buyers are also required to fulfill the 5-year minimum occupancy period upon TOP. When an EC turns 5 years old from TOP date, it is considered semi-privatized and can be sold in the market to Singaporeans and permanent residents. When an EC turns 10 years old, it becomes fully privatized and anyone above 21 can buy it, including foreigners. As such, it makes sense to expect prices of any EC will surge at both the 5th and the 10-year mark upon TOP, due to the new demand from Singaporeans, PR and the foreigners. If you're looking at the highest profit margins, most would think of selling after the 10-year mark. However, this is only true to a certain extent, as statistics show that only ECs built before 2003 experience a surge in pricing after the 10-year mark.
We will share some EC development trends that has met MOP and 10-year privatization. This is the trend for North Oaks EC, which is located in Woodlands Crescent. As you can see, the first significant surge came only after MOP due to the increase in demand from PR. There is another surge when the property reaches its 10-year mark. The price further increased by over 70% when it became fully privatized in 2010. This is the price chart for the Rivervale, which is located in Rivervale Link. Its price trend is similar to North Oaks, whereby its first price surge came only after MOP. And the second price surge came after the 10-year mark. So what has happened in the last decade and how has this affected the EC owner's profit? In 2011, the government introduced a series of cooling measures, one of which stated the foreigners will be subjected to 10% additional buyer's stamp duty for buying any residential property in Singapore. In 2013, this percentage was further increased by another 5% ABSD to 15%. In 2018, the ABSD payable for foreigners increased further 5% to 20%. In the latest round of cooling measures, with effect from 16 December 2021, the foreigner ABSD was further raised to 30%. This move has made Singapore properties less attractive as a form of speculative assets. It limits the level of return on investment for foreigners. This is especially so if a foreigner buys a property in the heartland area where they have to enter at a premium of 30%, yet also face the risk of enter into a stage of stagnation. Therefore, ECs which turn 10-year-old after 2011 are less likely to experience a second surge when it becomes fully privatized due to the increment in ABSD for foreigners.
Next, we will look at La Casa, which is one of the latest EC to be fully privatized in recent years since the announcement of the various cooling measures. The buyer profiles are made up of mainly Singaporeans and PR. Its price performance surged upon MOP in 2013 and has since been stagnant in the last few years. Foreigner ownership remains low at 0.3% to date. Same goes for the Quintet, which turned 10-year-old in 2016. It has a similar price trend whereby the price peaked after MOP. We can see very clearly here that right after the surge, it enters into a stage of stagnancy before hitting the 10-year mark. Its foreigner ownership remains low at 0.4% as well. To sum up, it can be concluded that demand and supply plays an important role in deciding the entry and exit point for your property journey. If you are holding an EC which has met or reaching the 5-year MOP mark, do consider to sell the unit at the MOP to cash out at its price peak. Conversely, if you wish to keep it for another round of growth and sell it at the 10-year privatization mark instead, chances are very slim that pricing will reach a higher peak due to the ABSD for the foreigners. On the other spectrum, if you are looking to buy a resale EC and move in immediately, EC pricing will be a very good point for you to enter with minimal waiting time. And that's all we have for this episode. We hope that you find today's session useful. Please like and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned to the next one. See ya!